Turkey is more than just a country, it is a bridge between worlds. Imagine a place where Europe meets Asia, where ancient stories whisper on the wind, and where every corner holds a new surprise. This is a land of vibrant bazaars filled with the scent of spices, of majestic mosques that touch the sky, and of landscapes so strange and beautiful they seem to belong to another planet. Traveling through Turkey is like opening a giant storybook, with each page revealing a new adventure. It is a journey for the heart and the soul, a place where history is not just in museums, but is alive all around you, waiting to be discovered. Our journey will take us across this incredible land. We will stand in awe inside buildings that have stood for over 1,000 years. We will float in a hot air balloon over valleys dotted with fairy chimneys. We will walk on terraces of pure white stone created by warm, mineral-rich waters. We will explore ancient cities where great empires once rose and fell. This is not just a trip, it is an experience that connects you to the deep, rich history of humanity. It is a chance to see, feel, and taste a culture that is both ancient and modern, welcoming and full of life. Get ready to be amazed. We will explore 30 of Turkey's greatest wonders. Our adventure begins in Istanbul, a city that straddles two continents. First on our list is the magnificent Hagia Sophia. For over 1,000 years, this was the largest church in the world. When you step inside, you feel small beneath its massive, floating dome. Sunlight streams through the high windows, illuminating ancient Christian mosaics, next to grand Islamic calligraphy. It is a powerful symbol of Istanbul's layered history, a place where two great religions shared the same sacred space. Next, we cross the square to the Blue Mosque with its 6 elegant minarets pointing to the sky. Its real name is the Sultan Ahmed Mosque, but it is famous for the tens of thousands of blue Iznik tiles that decorate its interior. As you enter, leaving your shoes at the door, you are surrounded by intricate patterns of flowers and geometric designs. The soft light from the many windows creates a peaceful and serene atmosphere. Just a short walk away, we dive into the hidden world of the Basilica Cistern. This is an underground water chamber built by the Romans. Walking down the steps feels like entering a secret sunken palace. Rows of tall marble columns rise from the still dark water, their reflections creating a mysterious and beautiful scene. In the back, you will find 2 giant Medusa heads, one on its side and one upside down. Our final Istanbul wonder is the Topkapi Palace. This was the home of the Ottoman sultans for nearly 400 years. It is not just one building but a series of beautiful courtyards, pavilions and gardens. You can see the glittering jewels in the treasury, including the famous Topkapi dagger, and explore the private chambers of the harem. From the palace's terraces, you get stunning views of the Bosphorus Strait, the waterway that separates Europe and Asia. It is a city within a city, full of stories of power, intrigue, and incredible art. We now fly to the heart of Turkey, to the magical region of Cappadocia. Our first wonder here is the Göreme Open Air Museum. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is a valley filled with rock-cut churches, monasteries. Early Christians carved these hidden places of worship to escape persecution. Inside each cave church you will find amazing frescoes, ancient paintings that still have vibrant colors. They tell stories from the Bible, with the faces of saints looking down at you from the curved ceilings. Walking from one cave to another is like a treasure hunt, with each discovery more beautiful than the last. The most iconic experience in Cappadocia is a hot air balloon ride at sunrise. Waking up before dawn is worth it when you see hundreds of colorful balloons slowly filling with air. Then you lift off the ground, gently floating up into the sky. Below you, the strange and wonderful landscape of Cappadocia unfolds. You see the fairy chimneys, tall rock cones with little caps on top, and the deep valleys carved by wind and water. The rising sun paints the sky in shades of pink, orange, and gold. It is a silent, peaceful, and absolutely unforgettable moment, like you are floating in a dream. For a different perspective, we go underground to explore the Derinkuyu underground city. This is an ancient, multi-level city dug deep into the earth. It is a maze of narrow tunnels, rooms, and staircases that could house up to 20,000 people. As you walk deeper and deeper, you see kitchens with blackened ceilings. Giant stone wheels stand ready to be rolled in front of doorways to protect the city from invaders. Finally, we visit Pasabag Valley, also known as Monk's Valley. This is where you can see some of the most striking fairy chimneys in all of Cappadocia. Some of them have 2 rock caps, or even 3 rock caps, looking like giant mushrooms. These unique formations were once used as hideaways and chapels by monks. You can even climb inside one of them to see what it was like to live there. It is a fun and fascinating place to explore, and it shows the incredible power of nature to create art. Our journey now takes us west to the beautiful Aegean coast, a land of olive groves, blue seas, and ancient history. Our first stop is the legendary city of Troy. For centuries, people thought Troy was just a myth, the city from Homer's epic poem, the Iliad. But then, archaeologists discovered its ruins. Today, you can walk through the different layers of the city, 9 cities built on top of each other over thousands of years. You can see the ancient walls and imagine the famous Trojan War. There is even a giant wooden horse that you can climb into, making the old stories feel real. Next, we travel south to Ephesus, one of the best preserved ancient Roman cities in the world. Walking down the main marble street is like traveling back in time. You can see the grand library of Celsus with its beautiful 2-story facade. You can sit in the huge Great Theater where St. Paul once preached and where gladiators fought, and imagine it filled with 25,000 people. You can also see ancient public toilets, temples, and houses with beautiful mosaics. Ephesus makes the Roman Empire come alive, showing you what daily life was like 2,000 years ago. From Ephesus, we take a short drive to the House of the Virgin Mary. This is a small, humble stone house in a peaceful green setting on a mountaintop. It is believed to be the place where Mary, the mother of Jesus, spent her final years. Whether you are religious or not, it is a very special and serene place. People from all over the world come here to pray and leave their wishes on a special wishing wall. It is a quiet spot for reflection, a place that feels calm and full of grace, away from the crowds of the ancient city below. Our final Aegean wonder is the charming town of Alicante. This town is famous for its old stone houses with colorful doors and windows covered in beautiful bougainvillea flowers. The narrow cobblestone streets are filled with lovely cafes, small shops selling local crafts, and art galleries. Alicante is also famous for its old windmills and its excellent conditions for windsurfing and kite surfing. It has a relaxed, stylish vibe that is different from the ancient sites. It is the perfect place to slow down, enjoy a delicious meal, and soak up the chic, breezy atmosphere of the Turkish Aegean. Leaving the coast, we head inland to one of Turkey's most surreal landscapes, Pamukkale. The name means cotton castle, and you really understand why. Bright white travertine terraces cover the hillside. Hot, mineral-rich water has flowed for thousands of years, leaving shell-shaped pools. Walking barefoot on warm, wet terraces is a unique experience. The water is believed to have healing powers. Pure white stone against deep blue sky, breathtaking. At the top sits ancient Hierapolis, a Roman spa city built around sacred hot springs. Walk the ruins, Main Street, the Grand City Gate, the remarkably well-preserved theater. The necropolis, one of Turkey's largest ancient cemeteries. Hundreds of tombs, sarcophagi, and monuments stretching for over a mile. A special experience within Hierapolis is swimming in Cleopatra's antique pool. A warm mineral pool filled with sparkling water. It's full of ancient Roman ruins. Swim among fallen marble columns and carved temple stones. The water is warm with gentle bubbles, relaxing, magical, historic. Short drive away, Kaklik Cave, an underground Pamukkale, descend a staircase into a cave of travertine, small white terraces, stalactites and stalagmites. A stream of sulfurous water flows through the cave. It is a fascinating and less crowded alternative, showing the same geological magic underground. We now travel south to Turkey's stunning Mediterranean coast, often called the Turquoise Coast. Our journey begins in the beautiful town of Kos. This is a lovely harbor town with whitewashed houses and narrow streets filled with flowers. It has a relaxed, bohemian feel with great restaurants and small shops. The town is built around an ancient harbor, and you can still see a Lycian stone sarcophagus right in the middle of a street. Kos is also a top destination for scuba diving, with clear waters and many underwater ruins and wrecks to explore. From Kos, we take a boat trip to the sunken city of Kekova. An ancient city was destroyed by an earthquake in the 2nd century, and its ruins now lie just below the surface of the crystal-clear water. As your boat glides over the site, you can look down and see the foundations of buildings, walls, and staircases leading down into the sea. The boat will also stop at Samina Castle, a medieval fortress on the mainland, from which you get incredible views of the entire bay and the sunken ruins. Further east along the coast, we find the spectacular Cappadocia beach. This is one of the most beautiful beaches in Turkey. It is a small golden sand beach located at the bottom of a steep cliff, where a gorge opens out to the sea. To get there, you have to walk down a long flight of stairs, but the view from the top is absolutely stunning. The color of the water is an incredible shade of turquoise that looks almost unreal. It is a perfect spot for swimming and sunbathing, and it feels like a little piece of paradise hidden away from the world. Our final stop on this coast is the city of Antalya, where we visit Kalechi, the old town. This is a charming walled part of the city with narrow, winding cobblestone streets. It is filled with beautifully restored Ottoman-era houses, many of which are now boutique hotels, restaurants and shops. As you wander through the maze-like streets, you will find historic mosques, the ancient Hadrian's Gate, and the old Roman harbor. The harbor is now a lovely marina filled with yachts and tour boats, and it is a wonderful place to sit, have a coffee, and watch the world go by. We now venture into the vast heartland of Turkey, a region rich with history. High on a remote mountain we find the incredible Mount Nemrut. At the summit, a king from a small ancient kingdom built a monumental tomb for himself. The tomb is surrounded by giant stone statues of himself and various gods. Over time, earthquakes have caused the heads of the statues to fall off, and they now sit on the ground, staring out across the landscape. The best time to visit is at sunrise or sunset, when the light casts a magical glow on the stone faces. It is a deeply moving and mysterious place. Next, we travel to the city of Sanliurfa, also known as Urfa, a city of pilgrims. Here we visit Göbekli Tepe, perhaps the most important archaeological site on Earth. It is the world's oldest known temple, built over 11,000 years ago, long before Stonehenge or the pyramids. This discovery completely changed our understanding of human history. The site consists of large, circular structures and massive T-shaped stone pillars, many of them carved with images of animals. It is mind-boggling to think that hunter-gatherers built this complex site, and its purpose remains a mystery. In the same region, we visit the city of Mardin. This city is perched on a rocky hill overlooking the plains of ancient Mesopotamia. It is famous for its beautiful honey-colored stone architecture, with houses, mosques, and churches cascading down the hillside. Mardin has long been a place where different cultures and religions, Muslims, Christians, Yazidis, have lived together. Walking through its narrow alleyways and covered bazaars feels like stepping into an ancient storybook. Continuing our journey east, we arrive at Ani, the ghost city on the border with Armenia. Once the capital of a powerful Armenian kingdom, Ani was known as the City of 1001 Churches and was a major stop on the Silk Road. Today, it is an abandoned city of magnificent ruins scattered across a grassy plateau. The silence and the wide open spaces make it a very atmospheric and hauntingly beautiful place to explore. Our journey takes us to the north of Turkey to the lush and green Black Sea region. It feels like a different country here, with misty mountains, tea plantations, and dense forests. Our first wonder in this region is the Sumela Monastery. A Greek Orthodox monastery clings to the side of a steep cliff high up in a forest. It looks glued to the rock face. To reach it, you hike a path through the forest which makes it feel remote and special. Inside, churches, chapels carved into the rock, and colorful frescoes. Next, Fertina Valley, Storm Valley, a vivid green valley with a wild rushing river, old humpbacked Ottoman stone bridges, tea plantations covering the hillsides, great for hiking, whitewater rafting, or simply breathing fresh mountain air. Traditional wooden hemsen houses dot the landscape. High in the Kakar Mountains, Ader Yelasi. A yela is a summer pasture for grazing animals. Ader, alpine meadow, pines, and waterfalls. Popular with tourists yet still rustic. A base for mountain trekking. And local hot springs to relax and heal after a hike. Finally, Safranbolu, UNESCO town with exquisitely preserved Ottoman houses. Long a stop on east-west trade routes, its wealth came from the saffron trade, hence the name. Cobblestone streets feel like a living museum, half-timbered houses with projecting upper floors, historic Turkish bath, hammam, a lively old bazaar. You can even stay in one of the restored houses, now charming hotels. As our journey through 30 wonders comes to a close, we end where we began, with a sense of awe. We have seen just a fraction of what this incredible country has to offer. We have walked in the footsteps of emperors and saints. We floated above fairy tale landscapes and swam in seas of liquid turquoise. From the bustling energy of Istanbul's Grand Bazaar, a colorful, chaotic world of its own, to the quiet beauty of a mountain monastery, Turkey presents a new face at every turn. It is a land of profound contrasts where the ancient and the modern live side by side in perfect harmony. The final wonder on our list is not a place, but an experience: Turkish hospitality. Everywhere you go in Turkey, you are met with genuine warmth and kindness. People will invite you for a cup of tea, help you with directions, and share a smile. This welcoming spirit, known as misafirperverlik, is the golden thread. It is what transforms a trip from a simple vacation into a meaningful human connection. The landscapes are stunning and the history is deep, but it is the people who truly make a journey through Turkey so special and memorable. Turkey is a traveler's treasure chest overflowing with jewels. It is a destination that satisfies every kind of curiosity. If you love culture, you can immerse yourself in vibrant traditions, delicious food, and beautiful art. So when you think about your next adventure, think of Turkey. Think of the call to prayer echoing over Istanbul and the taste of a sweet piece of baklava. It is a country that is easy to travel in but impossible to forget. Turkey is more than a destination. It is an invitation to wonder.